we've mentioned Dennis Walker a lot, but the album's
Mm.
called Still, and that's a song by Richard Cousins,
Isn't
which
it?
you didn't collaborate on, as I understand it.
No, no, that's right. Yeah.
So
I
how did
mean,
that one
that
come
kind
about?
kind of out of the blue, and I don't know whether, because of course Dennis and Richard go back a long way, and I have yet to establish whether there was a communication between the two of them, that got Richard talking to us. But he got in touch with Steve with the track Still, and he played it just the once at a live venue, and he said, you know, I think that this track would be great for Malaya. You know, just let her have a listen. So I listened to it, and it's a wonderful ballad. It's quite a complex song from an arrangement point of view, from a phraseology point of view, from a delivery point of view. And of course, somebody else had sung it, and I've never done it that way. I've always written the top line myself, so I know where I'm going. So to actually listen to the track with a view to recording my version of it, I found myself in the position whereas, do you do a translation of it? Do you repeat it? Do you keep it, you know, intact, sincere to the original writer? So I'd never been. I just didn't know. Steve said to me, Malaya, just make it your own. So that took a long time. This is where everything's taken such a long time, because I had so many new things to learn. So I took it. I actually took it to my vocal coach, and Kay Webber, who's a wonderful woman, and I said, Kay, this is somebody else's song, and what do I do? Where do I go with that? Do I just copy it, or do I translate it? So we listened to it together in a couple of sessions, and we talked about the rising and the falling. You know, Richard's a guy and I'm a gal, so you know, we needed some transposing for the chord structures and for me to be able to hit the notes. There are some very low notes in there because I didn't want to take it so high that it didn't have all that wonderful depth and reflection that you get with the word still. So there was a lot to happen there, but it's a great track. I still listen to Richard's version, but it's just a wonderful, wonderful song, and I think it rings true for so many divorced people. It's a song about a divorced couple, that despite everything else that's going on, there's still this connection that's brought them together the first time around, and I just think it's wonderful. You know, it's so funny, that track, Kiss My Troubles Away. I wrote it and I played it to Steve, and I nearly pulled it off the album because I kept saying, I don't know, it doesn't really, is there really a message there? And even Dennis was a little bit reticent. I changed a few of the lyrics after speaking with Dennis, but they were in the chorus. What Steve said to me was, Malaya, this is people. You come in, you kick off your shoes, you throw down the keys, the cat and the dog need to go out, leave me alone, the washing, the boss, the bills, all that. He said, this is real life. It's what makes it contemporary. You're talking about stuff that we all do on a daily basis. And that song is written from me walking through my front door. That is the whole sequence of events that occur. And so even, you know, when I hear it now, I've moved since I wrote the album, but even now, I see the front door of my own house and I think, there's my shoes and the cat and the dog, and I can see the laundry and the utility room. Life.
But you've also managed to get Brett Lucas playing guitar on the album.
I saw Brett. We went to see Betty Levette in London at the Jazz Cafe, I think it was. And, you know, she was just fantastic. Brett caught my eye and my ear. And I said to Steve, who's the guy on the guitar? He says, it's Brett Lucas. And when we were looking at starting writing the album, I said, you know, who can we look to for collaborations? Who can we look to for tunes? So he emailed Brett and said, you know, would you be interested? And thank God Brett said, yeah, I'd love to. So he sent a couple of tracks through, 2 or 3 tracks. And well, I mean, what can I say? Down to the bottom, as soon as it started writing itself. And then when I've got Dennis sending me lyrics, working collaboratively with me, and I've got people like Brett doing the same thing. You start getting excited and thinking, maybe we're going to produce something like amazing.
But thank you ever so much for your time and for a wonderful album.
Enjoy. Thank you so much for the interview, Tony. I really appreciate it. Take really good care of yourself and your family.
And you.
And I'll see you on the other side of the drop.
No problem.
Take care.
I walk through the door, kick off my shoes.